The third and final stage of the FNB Dusi Canoe Marathon started in dramatic circumstances. For B-Batch and slower paddlers, Inanda Dam was shrouded by an electrical thunderstorm. By the time the reversed order start got underway, the lightning had moved on, but the clouds and the strengthening wind created a dramatic backdrop for the final chapter of the race. Race leaders Andy Burkett and Lance Keim had an 8.5 minute lead as they set off for the 4.5 kilometer pull across Inanda Dam, ahead of the 2014 world champ crew of Hank McGregor and Jasper Mocker. Then 3.5 minutes back to Sponelo Kwela and Banetsi Nkoeza, starting with the Houston brothers, Alan and Andrew, whose race was effectively run thanks to overnight illness. Burkett and Keim took the conservative line at Top's Needle Rapid, putting in halfway down, while behind them, McGregor and Mocker were making good on their promise to go for broke, and they shot tops from the top. Kwela and Nkoeza in third, well clear of the Houstons, who clearly have got no gas in the tank for day 3. Burkett and Keim taking brilliant lines through Umzinyati Rapid. The tough Burma Road portage was always going to be a not negotiable for the elapsed time leaders. Keim running at the front of the boat as he and Andy Burkett grind up through the bush to the crest of the Burma Road hill and then descend through the outskirts of Inanda to the river with their lead intact. But behind them, the charge from McGregor and Mocker is being completely undone as Hank takes a wrong turn on the descent and gets totally lost. It's time to reverse out and retrace steps as a disbelieving Kwela and Nkoeza home right in on the leaders. It's actually Kwela and Nkoeza who are now in second as they set off for the pump house weirs, but just watch how McGregor and Mocker respond. They simply find another gear, and in no time at all they are back into second place, and there's little sign that they will relinquish that before Blue Lagoon. Meanwhile, ahead of them, Burkett and Keim make light work of the pump house weirs and rapid, and you can almost hear them whoop in the boat as they master the last real danger point. Giving them an extra boost is the news that their overall lead has now jumped closer to 10 minutes. A pause for emotion and reflection as Lance Keim savours the impending victory, his second title and Andy Burkett's 6th before they gear up to come storming into the awesome grandstand finish created by the reversed order start. It's goosebump stuff as they get the hero's welcome they richly deserve. McGregor and Mocker claim another K2 silver, and their welcome reflects respect and admiration for their tenacious challenge. The fairy tale of this year's FNB Dusi is the podium achieved by Sponelo Kwela and Vanetsi Nkoeza, who 8 weeks ago was in hospital with a punctured lung after a stabbing incident. Their fan club in raptures as they savour the extent of this result.
I must say I didn't think I'd be able to smile about 3Ks ago. Andy and I were broken today. We were really struggling through the day, running scared again, thinking that people were going to catch us. But I think when you see a crowd this size and all your mates standing on the bank, it's impossible not to smile.
Meanwhile, behind them, Abby Solms and Anna Kozishkova start in 20th overall in elapsed time, leading the women's race by 25 odd minutes. But both cagey after getting struck down by illness overnight as well. They have earned the right to be cautious. They time trial alone on the river to Burma Road. It's a first for both of them, which they make look deceptively easy. Back in the river, they are still alone as they set course for Blue Lagoon and a hugely symbolic win. Not only does this erase the nightmares of 2014 when their challenge was repeatedly tripped up by mishaps, but for Abby, this is a huge monkey off her back after having been second no less than 6 times. They are popular winners as they cruise triumphantly into the finish in 25th overall. Half an hour behind them, the women's race is getting another leaderboard shake-up. Jenna Ward and Vanda Kisley are also victims of overnight illness. Their race is run, sadly, while Alex Adey and Tamika Hall put their hand up in the thrilling duel with the juniors Kana Peak and Kiera Purchase, who started the day within 1 second of the overall junior title. In the end, silver goes to Hall and Alex Adey, with Adey twins occupying the top 2 steps on the podium, and the Stoked juniors in 3rd overall in the women's race.